Let me tell you about a time when the rains forgot our village. This was in Oba, a land where yams grew proud and children's laughter was the second currency. But that year, the harvest was a whisper. The ground was stubborn, and hunger began to sit at tables where joy used to eat. The earth is dry and cracked. Women carry near empty baskets from the farm. Old men sit under a baobab tree, their faces creased with worry. There is a quietness that is not peace, but exhaustion. This was Adanna. Her hand spoke a language that drums understood. While others prayed with words, she prayed with rhythm. But the sky wasn't listening. And this was Kelechi, her friend. If Adanna was the quiet river, Kelechi was the stone that broke its surface. You're talking to that wood again. It has not answered you since morning. Are you not hungry? The drum is not hungry. So I am fine. This is not a proverb, Adanna. This is real life. The farms are giving us excuses instead of yams. Even the wind sounds tired. Adanna looks toward the forbidden forest, a wall of green and shadows that borders the village. Maybe the forest has a song we have forgotten to sing. The forest has leopards that sing with their teeth. Don't let your drum lead you where your legs cannot run from. Adanna says nothing. She just taps her drum again, a soft, questioning rhythm. She was right, of course. The forest had leopards. But she didn't know it also had a king. Every storyteller will tell you, do not answer a call from a place you do not know. But Adanna's feet were led by a rhythm her heart couldn't explain. That evening, she walked to the edge of the forbidden forest. The sun bleeds orange and purple through the trees. The air is thick with the smell of wet earth and things unseen. Adanna sits on a fallen log, her drum on her lap. She closes her eyes and begins to play. Not for the village, not for the gods, but for the silence. The rhythm is soft at first, then grows stronger, a heartbeat, a lament, a question. She plays, lost in the sound. She doesn't notice the two glowing eyes that have appeared in the shadows. A low voice, like stones rolling underwater, speaks from the darkness.
That rhythm, it is the forest heartbeat. Where did you learn it?
From the shadows, a magnificent leopard pads out. It is larger than any she has ever seen, its spots like dark jewels. This is the Leopard King. Meet the Leopard King. Not just an animal. An old spirit who wore fur like a robe and silence like a crown. The Leopard King circles her slowly, not with threat, but with curiosity.
Do not be afraid, drama girl. Your hands speak a language my blood understands. I have not heard a rhythm like that since the first rain fell.
I did not know anyone was listening.
The forest always listens. It has been hungry for a song, just as your village has been hungry for food.
He stops in front of her, his gaze steady and intelligent.
I will make you a deal.
And here it is. The part of every story where a choice is offered. A gift with a price tag written in invisible ink. A deal.
Drum for me. Here. At this spot. Every third sunset. Let me be the only one who hears this song. In return, I will command my subject. No animal will touch your village farms. The deer will stay away. The boars will not root your yams. The monkeys will not steal your corn. Your harvest will be full. Your people will eat. He leans a little closer. But this is our secret. If you tell a single soul, man, woman, or child, the deal is broken. And the forest will take back what it gave with interest.
Adanna looks from the magnificent creature to the path leading back to her hungry village. She was a girl with a drum, and her village needed food. What would you have chosen? She made the deal. She kept the secret. And the village began to heal. The scene is transformed. The earth is no longer cracked. Women return from the farms with baskets overflowing with yams, corn, and cassava. Children are laughing again, their bellies full. The gods have remembered us. Our prayers have finally climbed the mountain. It is the new moon. The soil has changed its mind. Adanna walks by, carrying her small drum. People greet her, but they do not connect her to the miracle. Adanna, my daughter. You are going to play for us at the festival, eh? Your drumming has become sweeter these days. It sounds like the forest is singing. Adanna just smiles and nods. Later, she sits with Kelechi, who is eating a roasted yam with a suspicious frown. This is the third time you have disappeared at sunset this month. You go to the forest edge. I have seen you. What are you doing there? Are you meeting someone? I am just practicing. The forest is quiet. It helps me think. The forest is not quiet. It is full of things that do not like witnesses. Be careful, Adanna. Secrets are heavy. They bend the back of the person who carries them. Adanna looks at her friend, then at the full bounce, then toward the forest. She was carrying the secret. And the secret was carrying the village. But she did not yet know that the Leopard King was a jealous king. He did not like to share his music. And soon, he would ask for more than just a song. Every third sunset, she kept her promise. The Leopard King kept his. The village grew fat and happy, and Adanna grew quiet and distant. Her secret was a small, heavy stone in her pocket. Adanna sits on the fallen log, drumming. The Leopard King lies a few feet away, listening, eyes half closed. He is not just an animal, he is a critic.
The rhythm is strong, but it still tastes of the village. It speaks of yams and festivals. I want the rhythm of the storm, the one the ancient trees remember.
He gets up, pads closer, and taps his claw on the drum skin, a sound like a single, heavy raindrop. Play the sound of the wind before it decides to break a branch. Adanna hesitates, then closes her eyes and tries. A new rhythm emerges, wilder, faster, full of a strange, beautiful tension. The Leopard King nods, satisfied.
Good. This song is for me alone. Remember that.
He disappears back into the shadows. Adanna is left with a new rhythm in her hands and a new fear in her heart. He was teaching her the forest language. But every new word she learned made her a little less fluent in the language of her own people. With a full harvest came the new moon festival. A time for celebration, for dance, and for Adanna's drumming to finally take center stage. The village is alive with color and music. Dancers move in circles. Adanna sits with the other drummers, her small drum looking plain beside the others. The lead drummer plays a familiar festival rhythm. The dancers respond. Then, it's Adanna's turn. She begins to play the new rhythm, the one the Leopard King taught her. The sound of the wind, the storm, the wildness of the forest. The crowd stops. The dancers freeze. Everyone turns to stare at her. The rhythm is unlike anything they have ever heard. It is beautiful, but it is not from their village. When the rhythm ends, there is a moment of stunned silence, then an eruption of applause. Adanna has become a star. Later, the village elder approaches her quietly. Your drum speaks with a new accent, my daughter. It sounds like it has been borrowing words from a neighbor we do not visit. I have been practicing, old one. Be careful. A song that does not have its roots in our soil can sometimes grow thorns. He walks away, leaving her with another heavy stone in her pocket. She had brought joy to the village, but the elder's words reminded her, this joy was a borrowed thing. And the lender was waiting for his next payment. Fame is a loud visitor. It knocks on your door and brings friends you did not invite. Ezenwa, the hunter, approaches Adanna as she walks from the stream. He is charming and direct.
The drummer girl. Your hands are as famous as my arrows now. But your voice is a secret.
My drum speaks for me.
I would like to hear your voice, too. Perhaps over a bowl of palm wine. This evening.
Adanna hesitates. Evening is when the sun sets. And every third sunset. I am busy this evening.
Then tomorrow. A great hunter knows how to be patient. I will wait for your voice to be ready.
He smiles and walks on. Kelechi, who was watching from a distance, runs up to Adanna. Busy. Busy doing what? Counting the leaves in the forbidden forest. Adanna, that is Izenwa. The man our mothers pray their daughters will notice. You are sending him away for a drum. It's not just a drum, Kelechi. It's complicated. Make it simple. The man likes you. Go and be liked. Or are you waiting for a leopard to ask you to marry him? Adanna flinches at the word leopard. Kelechi doesn't notice. She was now caught between two worlds. One offered a future with a man she could love. The other, a secret pact with a beast who loved her music. The problem with standing in two canoes at once is that eventually, the river will ask you to choose. That evening, it was the third sunset. She returned to the forest, her heart heavy with the choice she had to make. She sits on the log, but her drumming is distracted. The rhythm is weak, full of the village, of Izenwa's smile, of Kelechi's words. The Leopard King emerges from the shadows, his eyes burning a little brighter.
Your rhythm is polluted. It smells of man, of palm wine and promises.
I am sorry, my king. My mind is troubled.
Our deal was for a song that belongs only to me. If you give my song to the village, and your heart to a man, then what is left for the forest?
He circles her again, this time with a low growl.
You have grown famous, drummer girl. Your village praises you for a song that is not yours. They eat from a harvest that is not theirs. It is all a debt to me.
He stops, his face inches from hers.
I think it is time for a new payment.
Adanna looks up, terrified. What do you want?
I am lonely. The forest is quiet. I want a voice to go with the rhythm. From now on, you will not just drum for me. You will sing for me, too. A song only I will ever hear. And you will come every sunset, not every third.
And there it was. The price had gone up. The secret now had a voice. And Adanna was no longer a drummer girl. She was a cage for a song that belonged to a king made of shadows and teeth. She tried to live in both worlds. By day, she was Adanna, the girl who was slowly falling for the hunter. By night, she was the Leopard King's prisoner, a voice trapped in a secret song. By day, Izenwa and Adanna walk through the village. He gives her a small, carved bird. She laughs, a real, human laugh. By night Adanna sits at the forest edge, her face pale, singing a haunting melody to the Leopard King. Her voice is beautiful but sad. The leopard's eyes glow with satisfaction in the dark. Another day Kelechi helps Adanna try on a new wrapper. Kelechi winks, for the hunter, Adanna smiles, but her eyes are tired. By night, the Leopard King brings her a gift, a rare, glowing flower that only blooms in the deepest part of the forest. It's beautiful, but it wilts the moment she brings it back to her room. The gifts of the day brought her warmth. The gifts of the night brought her chills. And her heart, caught in the middle, began to tear. The Forest King was not content with just her evenings. He began to visit her in her sleep. Adanna is asleep in her room. The moonlight through the window is unusually bright. In her dream, she is in the heart of the forest. The trees have faces. The Leopard King is there, but he is not an animal. He is a tall, handsome man dressed in leopard skin, his eyes still burning with the same intensity. You gave the hunter your smile today. Does he know that smile is fed by my harvest? He is a good man. He means no harm. The forest does not understand good. It understands mine. Your music is mine. Your voice is mine. And soon, your heart will be, too. He reaches out to touch her cheek. His hand is not fur, but it is cold as stone. Adanna wakes up with a gasp, drenched in sweat. The glowing flower on her table has withered completely, leaving behind a faint smell of damp earth. She was no longer just his musician. She was becoming his territory. The secret was becoming too heavy to carry alone. It started to spill. Adanna is washing clothes at the stream. She is distracted, her movement slow. Kelechi is beside her, wringing out a wrapper with sharp, efficient twist. You look like you have been wrestling with a ghost all night. What is wrong? Is it Ezenwa? It is a promise I made. A long time ago. A promise to who? The wind. Adanna looks at her friend, her eyes full of fear and exhaustion. Kelechi, if I tell you something, do you promise not to call me mad? Before she can say more, a shadow falls over them. It's the village elder, walking by with his staff. He stops and looks at Adanna.
Some promises are not meant for human ears, drummer girl. Especially promises made at sunset to those who do not walk in the sun. Be careful. The forest has a long memory.
He walks on, leaving Adanna and Kelechi in stunned silence. What did he mean by that? Adanna, who did you make a promise to? Adanna just shakes her head, tears welling up in her eyes. The secret is now a cage, and she can feel the bars closing in. The elder had heard the truth not from her mouth, but from the tired rhythm of her soul. And he knew, as all old men do, that a debt to the forest is never paid in full. A choice, like a river, can only be held back for so long. Eventually, it must find its path. Ezenwa meets Adanna under the great baobab tree, the place where villagers make serious promises. He is not holding his bow and arrow. He is holding a single, perfect eagle feather.
Adanna, I have hunted in many forests. I have faced lions and followed the trails of elephants. I am a patient man. But my heart is no longer patient.
He gets down on one knee.
I do not have a crown or a kingdom. I have my strength, my name, and a heart that beats to the rhythm of your drum. Be my wife. Let me build a life for you, here, in the sun.
He offers her the eagle feather, a hunter's proposal. Adanna looks at him, her heart breaking. This is the life she wants. The warmth. The simplicity. The love. But as she looks past him, toward the forbidden forest, she sees a flicker of movement. Two glowing eyes, watching from the shadows. The Leopard King is there. Listening. Waiting. Tears stream down her face. I cannot.
Cannot. Or will not. Is there someone else?
She cannot answer. She just shakes her head, turns, and runs, leaving the brave hunter on his knee with an eagle feather and a broken heart. She had to choose. And in her fear, she chose the cage. But she did not yet know that a broken heart is a loud thing. And in the quiet of the forest, the Leopard King had heard everything. That evening, she did not go to the forest with a drum. She went with a broken heart and a desperate plea. She had chosen her cage, and now she wanted to know if the door could ever be unlocked. Adanna stands at the forest edge. She does not play her drum. She calls out, her voice shaking but clear. King of the forest. I have come to speak, not to play. The Leopard King emerges from the shadows. He is larger now, and the air around him is cold. His eyes are not curious, they are angry.
You broke the hunter's heart today. I heard it snap from my den. a satisfying sound.
I have kept my promise. I have sung for you. I have given you my evenings. The village is fed. Now, I am begging you, release me. The Leopard King lets out a low, rumbling laugh that sounds like thunder far away.
Release you? Drummery girl, you do not understand. A pact with the forest is not a rope you can untie. It is a root that grows into your soul. You are mine now.
But you said, if I told anyone, the deal would be broken. So I am telling you now, I want to break it. He circles her, his tail lashing slowly.
You think the price of breaking the deal is that the animals will simply return to your farms? You think it is that simple?
He stops, his face inches from hers.
No. The forest does not take back corn and yams. It takes back home. Life. If you break our pact, the harvest will not fail. Instead, the forest will choose one soul from your village to pay your debt. A child, perhaps. An elder. Or maybe a brave hunter who spends too much time looking your way.
Adanna gasps, her hand flying to her mouth.
So, you see, you have no choice. You will drum for me. You will sing for me. And you will forget the man who offered your life in the sun. Because if you do not, he will be the first one I collect.
He turns and melts back into the forest, leaving Adanna frozen in terror. The secret was no longer a burden. It was a weapon pointed at the heart of the one she loved. She could not stay, and she could not leave. She was trapped. Fear is a terrible master. It makes you a stranger in your own home. Adanna walks through the village like a ghost. She avoids Izenwa. She avoids Kolechi. She avoids everyone. Izenwa tries to approach her, his face full of concern. Adanna, talk to me.
Whatever it is, we can face it together.
She just shakes her head and hurries away, not daring to look him in the eye. Kolechi catches up to her, grabbing her arm. What is wrong with you? You are breaking his heart, and you are breaking mine. Talk to me. I can't. If I talk, people will get hurt. She pulls her arm away and runs to her hut, barring the door. She had become an island. And the sea that surrounded her was a promise to a hungry king. When all doors are closed, you must knock on the one that has been there the longest. That night, she went to the village elder. The elder's hut is small, filled with the smell of old books and wood smoke. He sits by a single candle, carving a piece of wood. He does not look up when Adanna enters. The drummer girl who carries a leopard
secret on her back. I have been waiting for you.
Adanna falls to her knees, tears finally breaking free. Old one, I have made a terrible mistake. I am trapped. He will take a life if I leave. The elder sets down his carving.
A pact with an ancient spirit cannot be broken with tears or pleas. It must be challenged.
Challenged? How? He is a king. I am just a girl with a drum. But your drum
speaks his language. That is your weapon. There is an old way, a dangerous way. A duel of spirits.
He leans forward,
his eyes sharp. You must challenge him to a battle of rhythms and riddles. It must be done at the heart of the forest, at the place where the first tree grew. You will play 3 rhythms. He will answer with 3 riddles. If you solve his riddles, you are free. If he stumps you, your voice, your hands, and your heart will belong to the forest forever. You will become one of his subjects.
And if I refuse, then he will
collect his debt. And it will not be you he takes.
Suddenly, the hut's flap is pushed aside. Izenwa stands there, his face set with determination. He had followed her. Then she will not face him alone. Some secrets, once spoken, are no longer just your own. They become a burden for love to carry, too. The elder, Adanna, and Izenwa are gathered around the small fire.
Hunter, This is not a battle of arrows and spears. This is a battle of wit and spirit. Your strength cannot help her there. My strength is not in my bow. It is in my heart. And my heart will stand with hers. I will go with her.
He looks at Adanna, his gaze unwavering.
I will not let you face this alone.
The elder looks from the hunter's determined face to the drummer girl's terrified one. He sees something he has not seen in a long time, a love strong enough to challenge a king.
Very well. But know this, the forest plays by its own rules. He will try to trick you. His riddles will be woven from your deepest fears. And your rhythms, they must be woven from your
deepest truths. He pulls out an old, dusty drum from under his stool. It is larger and more ornate than Adanna's. You will not
use your small drum. You will use this one. This is the mother drum. It was carved from the first tree itself. It speaks not just for you, but for the whole village. Its voice is our voice. He places
it in Adanna's hands. It is heavy, but it feels right. You
must challenge him tomorrow, at the height of the sun, when his night power is at its weakest. Izenwa, you will stand behind her, as her witness. You must not speak. You must not move. Your presence alone
will be her strength. Adanna looks at Izenwa, tears of gratitude in her eyes. For the first time in months, she does not feel alone. And so, the stage was set. A drummer girl, a hunter, and a mother drum against the king of shadows. It was a desperate plan. But in the land of Oba, sometimes, a desperate plan is the only kind of hope you have. The next day, at the height of the sun, they walked into the forbidden forest. The air grew thick and heavy, and the light grew thin. The path was not a path, but a memory of one. Adanna walks ahead, carrying the mother drum. It is heavy, but she holds it like it's a part of her. Izenwa follows a few steps behind, his hand resting on the hilt of his hunting knife, not for attack, but for comfort. The forest is alive with sound, whispers in the leaves, eyes in the shadows. They feel the Leopard King's presence everywhere. They pass a clearing where all the flowers are the same glowing kind he once gave her. They pass a stream where the water runs silent. Are you afraid? Yes. But I am not alone. They continue on, their footsteps the only rhythm in the waiting silence. It is one thing to make a deal with the dark. It is another thing to walk into its house and ask for your things back. They finally reached the heart of the forest. It was a clearing where a single, ancient tree stood, its roots as wide as a house. This was the first tree. The place where all stories began. The clearing is unnaturally quiet. The sun struggles to pierce the thick canopy. Adanna sets the mother drum down in the center. Izenwa stands behind her, his feet planted firmly on the ground. Adanna takes a deep breath and beats the drum once, a single, clear note that echoes through the forest. King of the forest, I have come not to serve, but to challenge. I bring you 3 rhythms. You will answer with 3 riddles. Let the first tree be our witness. For a moment, there is only silence. Then, from the shadows, the Leopard King emerges. He is no longer just an animal. He looks larger, more powerful, almost a god of the forest. The drummer girl has grown close.
Very well. I accept your challenge. Play your first rhythm. But know this, if you fail, the forest will not just take your heart. It will take
2. He gestures with his head toward Izenwa. The threat is clear. The battle had begun. Not with spears, but with spirit. Her first rhythm was a song of sorrow. The story of her secret, the weight of her fear. Adanna plays a slow, haunting beat. It speaks of loneliness, of a heavy heart, of the cage she built for herself. When she finishes, the Leopard King smiles.
That song. I know it well. Here is your first riddle. I have no voice. but I can tell you stories. I have no legs, but I travel through every village. I am easy to break, but impossible to repair.
Asterisk. Adanna thinks. She looks at Ezenwa, who gives her a small, encouraging nod. She looks at her hands, then at the drum. A promise. The Leopard King's smile falters for a second.
Correct. Now, your
Second rhythm. Her second rhythm was a song of love. The story of Ezenwa's smile, of a life in the sun she almost had. She plays a rhythm that is warm and hopeful. It sounds like laughter, like the village festival, like a shared bowl of palm wine. When she finishes, the Leopard King's eyes have grown darker.
a foolish song. Love is for the day, not for the dark. Here is your second riddle. I am a king with no crown, a warrior with no spear. I can feed a village, but I eat alone.
What am I? This one is harder. It is a riddle about him. She hesitates. She looks at Ezenwa again. He doesn't move, but his presence is a shield. She remembers the elders' words, your rhythms must be woven from your deepest truths. Her truth is not just love. It is also sacrifice. A leader who is lonely. The Leopard King flinches. He had expected her to save a leopard or the king. She saw not his power, but his pain.
You are clever, drama girl. But the third riddle will break you. Play your final rhythm.
Her final rhythm was not of sorrow or of love. It was a rhythm of hope. Not for herself, but for her village, for the future, for the balance between the wild and the home. She plays a rhythm that is strong and clear. It is the sound of the first rain after a long drought. It is the sound of a child's first laugh. It is the sound of a community. It is the voice of the mother drum itself. When she finishes, the forest is silent. Even the Leopard King seems moved. But his eyes are still hard. A beautiful
Poetry. But dreams are for sleeping. This is your final riddle. If you solve it, you are free. If you fail, you both belong to me. He leans in, his voice a whisper. I have a face, but I am not a person. I have a heartbeat, but I am not alive. I can be a gift or a debt. I am with you now, in your hands. What are
asterisk. Adanna is stumped. She looks at her hands. She looks at the mother drum. Is it the drum? No, that's too simple. She looks at Ezenwa. He is still, but his eyes are telling her something. She looks down at the mother drum again. It is not just a drum. It is the heart of the village. It is her talent. It is her choice. It is a rhythm. The riddle was not, what is the drum? It was, what are you holding in your hands? A rhythm. The Leopard King roars in frustration. The sound shakes the trees. But it is a roar of defeat, not of victory. You have won, drama girl. The pact is broken. He begins to fade back into the shadows. But remember, the forest always listens. He is gone. They walked out of the forest and into the sun. The village did not know of the battle they had fought, but they felt it. The air was lighter. The harvest remained full. The balance was restored. 1 year later, Adanna and Ezenwa are married. They sit under the great baobab tree. She is not playing the mother drum. She is playing her own small, worn-out drum. Ezenwa is carving a small wooden leopard for their unborn child. Kolechi brings them a bowl of roasted corn. So, the hunter finally caught the drummer girl. No. The drummer girl saved the hunter. Adanna looks toward the forbidden forest. It is just a forest now, green, mysterious, but no longer a threat. She plays a soft, gentle rhythm. A rhythm of peace. She never stopped drumming. But now, she played not out of death, but out of joy. She had learned the forest song, but she chose to sing her own. And that, in the end, is the greatest rhythm of all, the one that comes from a heart that is free. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next story.